From crazy family relations to unlikely music sensations, here's things you didn't know about the cast of Peaky Blinders. We all know how hard it is to nail the Birmingham accent. Well, guess where Helen McCrory learned hers from? McCrory, an acclaimed actor known for her compelling portrayal of Aunt Polly, revealed that she owes her authentic broomy accent to none other than the legendary rocker Ozzy Osbourne. In an interview, McCrory admitted that she initially felt anxious about perfecting the distinct Birmingham accent required for her role in Peaky Blinders, and it took her some time to get it just right. However, she found an unexpected source of inspiration in the form of Osbourne, the lead vocalist of Black Sabbath who hails from Birmingham himself. As part of her preparation for the role, McCrory spent countless hours watching videos of Osbourne speaking and singing, and was struck by the unique intonation and cadence of his voice. By studying his accent closely, she was able to imbue Aunt Polly's dialogue with the same distinctive broomy flavor that Osbourne is famous for. It's worth noting that while McCrory may have relied on Osbourne's accent as a reference point, her performance in Peaky Blinders was ultimately her own interpretation of the character. She brought her own depth and nuance to the role, and her broomy accent was just one aspect of her incredible portrayal.
It was a fine speech you made in there about this company believing in equal rights for women.
Now, if you thought McCrory's accent was good, some argue Cillian Murphy's was even better. In fact, many fans are surprised to learn that he isn't actually from Birmingham. Murphy actually hails from Cork, Ireland. Despite being born and raised in a completely different part of the world, Murphy's mastered the broomy accent so convincingly that you'd be forgiven for thinking he's a local. So how did he manage to get it so right? In an interview with the Radio Times, Murphy revealed that he spent time listening to Birmingham City football fans chanting in a local pub in the city, accompanied by the show's creator Steve Knight and a group of broomy pals. Murphy soaked up the local culture and recorded the fans' accents on his phone. Once back home, he used the recordings to help him perfect the accent. He even left voicemails for Knight, speaking in the accent, to get feedback on how close he was to nailing it. It was a meticulous process that required a lot of time and effort, but it paid off in the end. Murphy's commitment to mastering the broomy accent is a testament to his dedication to the role of Tommy Shelby, and his willingness to immerse himself fully into the character's world. Speaking of Murphy, did you know he didn't just act on set, but also helped in other aspects of production? Murphy took on the added responsibility of being an executive producer in Season 5. And in this role, he was involved in a range of tasks beyond his acting duties. After long days on set portraying the ruthless, broomy gang boss, he spent time in the editing suites, analyzing footage and providing input on the character's development. He also had a hand in the show's musical score, a particularly satisfying aspect of the job for Murphy. While the added responsibility was challenging, Murphy found the experience to be incredibly rewarding. Speaking to Variety, he reflected on the unique opportunity to work closely with Knight and have greater influence on the overall direction of the show. Murphy acknowledges that the added responsibilities of executive producing can be overwhelming and require a significant amount of time and energy. But for Peaky Blinders, a show that's been such a big part of his life and career.
And before that time, please don't again disrespect my friends or the valued property.
Murphy was eager to take on the challenge and provide the best possible contribution. And finally, imagine Peaky Blinders without Cillian Murphy.
You toss that coin, you take a bet before witnesses. And if I win?
Well, that could have been a possibility had he pursued his career in music. Murphy revealed that he was almost a musician instead of an actor. When he was a teenager, he and his band, the Sons of Mr. Green Jeans, got a record deal, which could have changed his life forever. Cillian says, "We were influenced by acid jazz, and we were probably a bit late to the party with that sound. Sadly, things didn't work out for the band." But Murphy remains grateful for the experience, saying, "I played in bands in my teens, and then when I was about 18 or 19, we were offered a deal, and it didn't work out. So that was the end of the dream." Despite the setback, Cillian and his bandmates are still great friends, which is certainly a silver lining to the demise of their band. Cillian even mused that they might not have stayed friends if the record deal had worked out. Can you imagine a world where we don't have Cillian Murphy in Peaky Blinders because he's a famous musician instead? It's a weird thought, but we're glad things turned out the way they did.
Kimber and me fought this battle one-on-one. It's over.
And there you have it, ladies and gents. Now, moving on to family dynamics. Real-life siblings Finn Cole, who plays Michael Gray, one of Tommy's main antagonists, is the younger brother of Joe Cole. In an interview with Digital Spy, Joe revealed that he and Finn have a close relationship, and that Finn sometimes gives him little tidbits about what's coming up on the show. However, Joe also shared that he now prefers to watch the show as a spectator, rather than being involved in it as an actor. It's always interesting to learn about the connections and relationships between cast members, and the fact that Finn and Joe Cole are siblings adds another layer of intrigue to the show's already fascinating behind-the-scenes dynamic. Not only this, it seems that brothers always have each other's backs. At the time of auditions for the show, Finn was studying for his A-levels, and didn't even have the money for train fare to Birmingham. Joe, who had already been cast as John Shelby, suggested that Finn record an audition tape to send it to the casting directors. Thanks to Joe's encouragement and support, Finn was able to secure the role of Michael Gray, one of Tommy's key adversaries. The fact that these two talented brothers were able to work together is a testament to their close bond and shared love of acting. But it's not just acting these stars are known for. Many have second jobs away from the acting world. A brief mention to Natasha O'Keefe, who plays Lizzie Shelby, and Kay Phillips, who plays Linda Shelby, are both professional yoga instructors, teaching classes in London. A very different pace of life, and that's certainly needed after long hours on set. Would you get starstruck in a downward dog position? Speaking of second jobs, did you know there was a professional boxer in the ring? Peaky Lee, who's best known for playing Johnny Dogs, made a surprise appearance as a cornerman for West Belfast lightweight Tyrone McKenna. The actor walked McKenna to the ring for his fight against Dara Foley at the Ulster Hall. Revealing his love for sports, especially boxing, Lee explained, "Boxing is an individual sport that nobody else can do for you. It's all on you, no matter who is in your corner. It's a warrior's game."
Line's going to seem a long way off now. Oh, huge shot. Hands down, walks straight into that McKenna.
While he admitted that he doesn't like seeing people getting hurt, he enjoys the Queensberry rules of boxing, which are about seeing how many times you can hit the other person without getting hit yourself. It's not every day that you see a famous actor supporting a fighter in the corner. Peaky Lee's presence in McKenna's corner was a pleasant surprise for fans, and it showed the actor's appreciation for the sport. Those were things you didn't know about the cast of Peaky Blinders.